Etra time sword. My name is Yazuria. The story I'm gonna tell now is about the upbringing of my twin brother Katsura and I.
Katsura, Yuzuriha, listen closely. Power, status, and financial status are everything for a man. Katsura, you need to become a doctor, like me. I won't forgive you for taking any path other than that.
Yes, father.
Now you, Yuzuriha. A woman should have elegance and intelligence with a high education. Just like mom, you need to become a nurse and get married to a doctor who has acquired a high status in society. Understand?
Yes, father.
Do you understand? You must listen to what your father says. We'll ensure you two receive the proper education so you don't drag our family name in the dirt. Consider any person who doesn't follow this path as trash in our society.
Yes, ma'am. These are our parents. Ever since we were young, my brother and I have been lectured many times into becoming a successful person. My brother was especially disciplined strictly. All my memories of my brother consisted of him sitting at his desk and studying. I was grounded with strict rules whenever I couldn't get over 90% on a test.
88%? Goodness! I can't believe you made mistakes on such easy problems. Gosh, this is so embarrassing. As punishment, you're not gonna have dinner tonight. Go study more so that you don't make the same mistakes ever again.
Yes, ma'am. I'm so hungry. Yazuria, here you go. Don't tell mom and dad, okay? What? Shh. Are you sure? Isn't this yours, Oni-chan? It's fine. I secretly bought that as a backup in case I mess up. Mom isn't keeping track of that. Go on, eat it. Oni-chan, thank you. I'm gonna do my best. Yup, let's work hard together. Unlike my parents, my brother was extremely kind and was my emotional support. I was only able to survive my strict parents and their rules because of my brother. We studied from early morning to late in the night as if our lives depended on it. In order to meet our parents' expectations, we worked hard without ever taking a break or playing with friends. As a result, we were able to successfully pass entrance exams into the elementary, middle, and high school that our parents expected us to enroll in. But life doesn't always go in the direction you want it to. It all happened on the day that my brother's college admissions were announced.
0137. 0137.
My brother had gotten rejected from his university.
You weren't admitted to Etra University's medical program? You stupid son! How dare you put dirt on my name!
Oni-chan, stop it! Don't criticize him over one college acceptance!
You be quiet, Yazuria. Etra University's medical program has a 60% acceptance rate.
Exactly! You couldn't even get into that 60%? God, this is so frustrating! How am I supposed to face my coworkers like this tomorrow? This is all your fault! You're a shame to our family! Come here right now! Someone like you shouldn't show your face to society!
Oni-chan!
Stay in this room! And don't leave other than to take a bath or use the restroom! Study for 20 hours a day! Tomorrow, I'm going to set up a security camera so that you don't slack off! Don't think you can go outside until you get accepted into the university during next year's admissions!
You're terrible! Why do you need to do all that? He worked so hard until now!
You better remember this too, Yuzuriha. The end result is more important than the process. No matter how hard you work, you're a piece of trash if you can't achieve anything in the end.
A piece of trash.
If you have time to worry about other people, you should be studying, Yazuria. After dinner, you need to do bridal training.
My brother got rejected from college for the first time, and I painfully realized the truth from my parents' reaction. These people have 0% of love for their children. Despite having jobs that were supposed to save people, they never treated my brother and I as human beings. Oni-chan, I'm sorry that I can't do anything to help.
It's fine. It's my fault for messing up. Don't worry about me, Yuzuriha. Go and do things that will help you instead. I promise I'll get accepted next year.
Okay. 1 year later, I was about to finish my first year at nursing school. As my father had claimed, my brother wasn't able to take one step out of the house and spent the entire year studying. His examinations were coming up once again. Oni-chan, I'm going to leave your food here.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck, Oni-chan. If he can get into Entora University, he'll be able to get out of this prison life. Let's watch a movie together when that happens, okay?
I see. Your brother has his entrance exams coming up, right?
Yes, I wanted to be free as soon as possible.
Yeah.
During this time, I was secretly dating Kuroki, a classmate of my nursing school who was the same age as me. I could already see how my parents would disapprove of Kuroki. But there was a part of me that believed that once the two of us became successful nurses, they would approve our relationship.
Speaking of, do you want to go to a temple close by so we can ask for good luck? We can pray that your brother gets accepted.
Yes, that sounds wonderful. I pray that Oni-chan gets into the university he needs to get into. On the day that the results were announced, I went to check the results of the university for my brother and discovered 0559, 0559. He got in! You did it, Oni-chan! You got in!
Really? I see. My number was there. 0559. I see. Thank you, Yuzuriha. It's all because you were there supporting me.
Not at all. It's because you worked hard, Oni-chan. Let's go out to celebrate next weekend, okay?
Yeah, we should.
All he needs to do now is work hard in college for 6 more years. Once he becomes a doctor, Mom and Dad won't have anything to complain about anymore. However...
What did you just say? Didn't I tell you already? You'll be living the same life while you're in school. You already made an embarrassing mistake by having to take the exam a year later. Make up for that lost time as soon as you can.
You also need to constantly have the top grades for every exam. I've already asked doctors that your father's acquainted with to supervise you. Don't disappoint us more than you already have, understood?
But that's not what you said in the beginning. You only said he had to live like that until he gets accepted.
We made the decision after he got accepted. If you break the rules, you're never going to get food again.
But that's terrible.
Please, hold on! At least let me go outside once with Yuzuriha to celebrate the fact that I got accepted! Please! You can't.
What do you mean, celebrate your acceptance? Goodness, you already messed up once. How are you not embarrassed?
By the way, Yuzuriha, we're making plans for an arranged marriage for you too.
What?
He's a doctor, just like me. You're going to get married into his family right after you graduate nursing school. Okay?
What? I don't want to. Why are you just doing whatever you please?
This is for you, Yasuria. Don't embarrass us, too. Come on, hurry back into your room and study.
Come on, Yuzuriha.
My brother was locked in his room after that and began a life that was dedicated to studying under my parents' strict supervision once again. A few months later, Oni-chan, I brought your food. Oni-chan? My brother had suddenly disappeared. Even after several days passed, he didn't return. He ended up never coming home after that. The reason for that was because...
Hey, look at this! This is...
The shoes that my brother was wearing the day he disappeared was discovered alongside a single suicide note.
Goodness. Suicide? What an embarrassment to the family. The fact that I raised that useless son for 20 years is the biggest mistake of my life.
Honestly, we should have given birth to another boy if this was going to happen. All he left was a stupid note. This thing!
Oni-chan. 2 years passed before my brother's body was discovered, and the day of my wedding arrived.
Gosh, Yasuria-chan, you look beautiful. You're getting married to the assistant director of that hospital, aren't you? That's so amazing.
Honestly.
Gosh, Dr. Akamatsu, what a beautiful bride. I'm jealous.
Oh, no. Thank you so much, Director. But truly, I'm so thankful I divorced my ex-wife.
Dr. Akamatsu, please take good care of my daughter.
Yeah, of course.
Please, leave us in charge of educating our grandchildren. We promise to raise them into successful adults.
Yes, we definitely love to have you help.
What happened with Katsura-chan was so unfortunate. He loved his sister, so he wanted to be here.
I already passed away from an accident by drowning. He was still so young, so unfortunate. Friends and family, it's now time, so please get ready to move to the venue.
In the name of God, do you, Akamatsu-kun, take Yuzuriha-san to be your wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health,
The time is finally here.
to love and to cherish, until parted by death?
I do.
Yuzuriha-san, do you take Akamatsu-san to be your husband?
The reason I'm standing here today.
To love and to cherish until parted by death?
I can't swear that.
What?
I didn't come here today to swear an oath for marriage. I had our relatives, those who have been acquainted with my parents, as well as the staff from the hospital come here today, so that I could read the suicide note that my older brother left us.
Huh? No way! I ripped that apart and threw it away!
Suicide note? From Katsura-kun who died in an accident? My brother didn't pass away from an accident. It was all a lie that my parents made up. My father and mother killed my brother. My brother jumped into a river and killed himself.
What?
Yuzuriha! We apologize, everyone! My daughter has apparently gone crazy because of her nerves and—
My brain is completely fine. I'm only taking problematic measures because my parents raised me wrongly.
I have decided to end my short life today, at 19 years old. Ever since I could remember, Yuzuriha and I have been forced to study day after day, as if we were being tortured, all in the name of education. We were raised while being told that everyone who wasn't a doctor was a piece of trash in our society. Anyone who took a different path didn't even deserve to live. Because of that, we weren't able to make friends or be in relationships. If we ever talked back to them or did something they didn't like, they wouldn't prepare meals for us and continue to ignore us. When I got rejected from a university, I was physically abused and prevented from leaving the house for an entire year. I wasn't allowed to leave my room other than to take a bath or go to the restroom. I even had a security camera placed in my room. Director! This is wrong! This is all just a crazy lie! Shiraki-kun, you... Even after getting accepted into medical school, I was told that I would need to live this life for the next 6 years. Goodness. Suicide? What an embarrassment to the family. The fact that I raised that useless son for 20 years is the biggest mistake of my life.
Honestly, we should have given birth to another boy if this was going to happen.
It wasn't just me. My parents are even forcing Yuzuriha to get married. They made the lives of their 2 children miserable. How can they claim to be doctors? How can they claim to be successful? We were just cattle, raised so that our parents could put up a good front. We're victims. I can only hope that our voices reach as many people as possible. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Yuzuriha. From Katsura.
That's all.
Azami!
Akamatsu-san, I apologize for everything.
Yuzuriha! Hiraki-kun. I don't even know where to start. Come to my office tomorrow. I have an important conversation to have with you about what it means to be human.
Just like that, I was able to avenge both my brother and I. The bride! Ma'am! I'm not the bride anymore.
Yuzuriha! Hurry! Get in! Did it go well?
Yes. My mother passed out and my father was screaming in despair at the end.
I bet. For those 2 who live their lives with pride in their appearance, this is the best way to make them pay.
Yep. As expected from my brother. Oni-chan!
Hey! Nice work, Yuzuriha! I'm sorry I made you do such a tough job.
Not at all. It's fine. My brother was alive. He had made it seem like he died and was living here in secrecy. Also, he could take my parents' eyes off of him.
Thank you too, Kuroki-kun. Not at all. This isn't much.
That day, I'm dating someone in my nursing school. But I guess it's over now. I have to break up with him.
You don't need to leave him.
Huh?
Yuzuriha, I'm thinking about dying once.
What? Die?
Don't worry. I'm not actually going to die. I'm thinking about restarting my life. I want to throw our parents, our home, and everything I have in my life away. Everyone in society will think that I died. I want to start over with a new life.
But then...
I understand. I know that there isn't much that an undocumented person can do. Still, if I'm going to be treated like an object by those 2, I want to at least have freedom for once in my life. If you can, Yuzuriha, I want you to escape those 2 and be happy too.
But how will you do that?
I have a good idea. Will you help me out, Yuzuriha?
I will. After that, in order to plan this revenge, the 2 of us faked my brother's death. During that time, my brother found a live-in job as a farmer online and left our hometown.
Thankfully, the couple who owned the home heard about the situation my brother was in and wholeheartedly accepted him. We contacted each other using the phone at the house or online. He created 2 separate suicide notes and planned this revenge. I submitted my refusal for the other marriage certificate, so I'll live with Kuroki after filing real marriage papers from now on. Once I settle down, I'm planning to work at a hospital near Kuroki.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Must be difficult. I hope your parents don't find out where you are.
It should be fine. I changed my cell phone number and will make sure I run away without them knowing where I am.
Besides, after that embarrassment, they probably won't even try to look for her. My father's name was gone on the hospital website, too. Yeah, I can't believe that kind of father was able to be the assistant director at a hospital. It's unforgivable.
Katsura-san, please eat lots of good food here and feel better, okay?
Yuri-san, yes. Thank you so much.
The 2 of us lived separate lives after that. Kuroki and I worked in a hospital and had a child. After a while, my brother also got married to Yuri-san, the daughter of the couple he worked with, and had 2 beautiful children. I still stayed in contact with my brother, and we met up at least once a month. Gosh, it's so breezy. It's so convenient to live around here. Must be nice.
Yeah, it's so much better than Tokyo. I know this is weird, but I finally feel like I'm alive for the first time in my life.
I feel the exact same way.
I'm so glad I'm alive.
Yes, that's so true. The 2 of us had our lives messed up by our parents. From now on, I want to live quietly and treasure the small moments of happiness.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。そもそも自分が産んだ子供だからって親の道具になるというわけではないです。生まれてきた子供にだってそれぞれ人生があるんです。そりゃ親と同じく医療系の道に進みたい。だから愛の無知としてこのような厳しい教育をするというのならわかりますが、本人が望んでもいない道に進ませるってどうなんですかね。本当にやりたかったことが絶対にあったはずなんです。作中でも言ってましたが、こんな心ない人が人命を救っていると思うと、なんだかいろいろ思うところがありますね。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでもスカッとした方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。